We are with James. We are on East Hastings in the downtown east side, and James is selling art. And are you an artist, James?
Yeah, I'm sort of an artist, but we're more trying to put on other artists and trying to be a platform for all the other artists in the city. And I make art myself, but
Okay.
not that.
So this is an art space. Can you tell me the story of this place?
For like 75 years.
Could we film inside?
Probably not. Probably
Okay.
better off maybe you can take a peek inside, but
Okay, I'll peek inside here. Okay, so this is wow, this is a fucking awesome spot. This is better than anything we got in Ottawa, man. Can I take the graffiti? Can I?
I kind of want an option in the back.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
a bunch of stuff there right now. I don't want that. out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we had a space kind of like this in Gatineau, where I'm from. It's called 777. Like it's an underground art venue,
Yeah, exactly.
but we got shut down.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got shut down actually by Health Canada.
By Health Canada, yeah, like federal crackdown.
Yeah, federal agency for underground arts venues. So it's amazing that you're.
Well, at the city, we were open without a license, but we weren't operating underground, and so they caught up to us in the city or on the landlords and the land.
So is this building owned by someone or?
Yeah, of course.
What?
It's owned by the landlords called the Sahodas, and we rent the space. And it has and we have to wait for a license before we reopen now. The spaces operate underground until they're on the radar, and then the city start coming after them for infraction.
So they're still doing it. The Sahodas, the people that own the Balmoral or Regent, or
They took it. The city, they wanted to sell the Regent and the Balmoral
Yeah.
to a private developer. And the city blocked those sales and said, no, we want to expropriate. We want to take those two buildings for free for $1 each. And everyone thinks they were taken for $1 each, but the city actually fought in court for almost 4 years and lost and bought each hotel for $8 million each.
Okay.
The city is moving really slow.
Okay, so the Sahodas made out like bandits, basically, or?
I think the city more so are pretending to be the heroes when they're really just dragging their feet and they're not really working with.
So here's what.
They're trying
Okay.
to consolidate housing stocks.
Okay, so here's what I'm investigating. Really, is the government deliberately killing people?
I mean, I wouldn't call it that.
I just think there's not enough deliberate effort at.
Okay, here's
positive-
why I asked that question, is because what I was told is that the cops stopped carrying naloxone kits because of budget things. So I mean, obviously.
I don't know.
Mind if I interrupt this? So I think the issue here, I'll come over here.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't exactly use the term deliberate. First of all, that's
You want some joints?
Exactly. I'm okay, thank you though. I don't smoke weed. I like. It's almost not aggressive, but a very serious term. I think it's more about ignorance of the city. Like, for example, the space that I run with James, we run like a community and art space.
Yeah.
Right? And so the city, for example, a week ago, the city comes by, they say we're doing like a recording session, and they came by calling it like a rave or whatever.
Yeah. It's sounding familiar, man.
Yeah,
It's sounding
exactly.
familiar.
And
We got
that's
shut down
not-
for something.
We're definitely like we're an accepting space, but we're not like the whole point is to give a safe space in a community where everything is focused around drugs. And that's not. We're focused around the arts and everything.
Okay.
And just like
So are you a drug user?
I'm sober now. I used to be a heroin addict back in the day,
Okay. But you're able to be down here without
I mean,
kind of being
honestly,
tempted to
it's
use?
incredibly helpful. Like I was down, like the days I was down here were the worst days of my life. Like that was rock bottom for me. It's not like I was down here doing like the fun parts of my addiction, right? And it's nice to come down here and actually be able to help people one-on-one. And the issue is the city isn't deliberately killing these people. They see them as a statistic and sort of voluntarily ignore them because they're not down here, right? They don't see that anyone who's walking, no matter they got scars, they look, they walk like all fucked up and whatnot. It doesn't, like, they just see that. But all those people are genuinely amazing people, and all they need is help, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I was able to get sober, anyone can.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's just,
well, that's something that I want to, like, what I'm interested in is the opiate crisis as an outward reflection of the spiritual crisis of our society.
Oh, definitely. And actually, I think one thing is here you'll see a lot more spirituality than you will in other places, because it's one of the only things that people have left here. And it's one of the driving factors that, like, lifts people up and just gets them to keep going every morning, whether they're waking up after staying up for 3 days or whatnot. That's one of the only things that keeps them here. You know, it keeps them going, you know, trying to get better. And actually, it's so unfortunate, one of the churches down here, the street church, just got burnt down by an arsonist.
They're burning down churches left, right, and center these days,
as well as one of the, not just churches, the fire started at, one of my friends opened an art gallery up the street. The fire started there and spread over to the church. I mean, the fires are a whole different
So who burned down the church? Was it a good church?
Yeah, no, it was an amazing space. We've actually been thinking of partnering with them.
Which church is it called?
It's just called, it just used to be right up
Street
there.
Church?
But anyways, yeah, to finish my point, it's not about the government deliberately doing anything. They just genuinely have no idea what's going on, and they choose to stay
Okay,
ignorant.
well,
yeah.
here's the thing, is because I live in Mexico now because I left Canada because of COVID
I
bullshit.
live on a boat, like.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm on the grid.
And there's no fentanyl in Mexico.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So
Like,
why is there fentanyl here and not fentanyl in Mexico?
Well, I mean, I think that's a very complex issue with, like, the pharmaceutical industry. And,
Well,
like, there's a lot of politics that go around that.
Yeah.
But, like,
I mean, so yeah, theoretically, all of this is coming from China. They're manufacturing it over there.
It doesn't have to do with, like, any country or anything. The thing is, we have our own issues here, and the government should just take time to actually understand.
People always find a way
Yeah,
to get
people will get
Of course.
it. It's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the criminal justice system here. It just creates children without families, and then those children know nothing else other than.
Well, that's what coming down here and actually meeting some fucking wickedly cool people. Then I'm like, okay, well, maybe the part of the reason that people are down here is because they're in search of something real, you know?
I was gonna say, like, we're open right now, and that's great.
Well, it's the
Feels
only
great.
safe space for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
I think everyone out here are outside doing something in an environment where they can feel comfortable, and, like, even us, like, it sucks to be stuck inside or too anxious to get out or tired or not doing something. So it's a really busy street, and we're lucky to be set up
How often do you have shows here, or do you have, like, it looks like it's graffiti is a big focus, or?
nothing coming up till like October.
Yeah, so we're working through the licensing and everything, which is a huge hurdle with the city. I think that's a big thing for art spaces these days, is because during COVID there was a lot of, like, raves and underground techno stuff, and so the city kind of deeply worries a lot about that, because I mean a lot of OGs have come from spaces like that when, like, that's not what
So you think concerns are real? Like, people are dying at parties?
real, but not with, like, a project like this.
And
Like,
people want to see a gnarly art space and be able to come and do whatever.
Yeah.
But when it comes to us doing things right, or
Yeah.
businesses, when I open a bar or restaurant, maybe a lot of places stop being community
yeah, exactly.
serving spaces or creative platforms. And
So you said spirituality is part of your mission here, right?
I mean, not exactly. I think that's more. Everyone has their own personal journey with that, but
I think this interview, I don't want it published at all.
yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, it's a little bit, like,
Sure.
but
Okay.
there's definitely some good bits in there.
Okay.